You are carrying a mineral that once built empires and drove men mad. It sits in your blood. It sits in your sweat. It sits in your tears. Every human body contains about 250 grams of it. That is roughly half a pound. Salt. Sodium chloride. The only rock we eat. And we are addicted to it. Our tongues have a specific taste for it. A craving that is hardwired into our brains. Why? Because without it, your nerves stop firing. Your muscles stop moving. Your heart stops beating. Salt is the electrical currency of life. And for most of human history, it was impossible to get. Our ancestors lived on a salt-poor diet. Meat and plants contained very little sodium. They had to find it. They licked rocks. They followed animal trails to salt licks. They boiled seawater in clay pots. Salt became the first global commodity. It preserved meat. It preserved fish. It preserved vegetables. Preservation meant survival through winter. Preservation meant food for armies. Preservation meant cities. Without salt, civilization could not have grown. The word salary comes from the Latin word salarium. Roman soldiers were paid in salt. Think about that. Your paycheck comes from a rock. Salt roads were built before Roman roads. The Via Salaria was an ancient salt route. It connected Rome to the Adriatic Sea. Salt taxes have started revolutions. In India, Gandhi marched 240 miles to the sea. He picked up a lump of salt. It was a simple act. It was an act of defiance against the British Empire. The British had a monopoly on salt production. They taxed it heavily. The poor could not afford it. Gandhi's Salt March in 1930 was a turning point. It mobilized millions. It led to independence. All over Iraq. But there is a darker side. Salt has been used as a weapon. Ancient armies would salt the earth of their enemies. They would sow salt into the fields. Nothing would grow. It was a curse. A promise of starvation. Salt is also a preservative of a different kind. In ancient Egypt, salt was used in mummification. It drew out all the moisture. It stopped decay. It preserved the body for the afterlife. The body of the pharaoh was a vessel for eternity. And salt was the key. Today, we take it for granted. We pour it from a cardboard cylinder. We buy it for less than $1. But the story is still being written. Our modern diet contains hidden salt. Processed food is loaded with it. Bread, cheese, cereal, soup, invisible salt. The average person consumes 3,400 milligrams a day. That is more than double the recommended amount. Our bodies are still wired for scarcity. They hold on to every grain. They store it in our bones. They store it in our tissues. And that is why high blood pressure is a modern epidemic. Our ancient kidneys cannot handle the flood. We are drowning in the one thing we once could not find. So the next time you reach for the salt shaker, pause. You are holding the story of humanity. You are holding the remains of ancient seas. You are holding a mineral that built empires, started wars, and paid armies. You are holding a rock that made civilization possible. And that rock is trying to kill you.